We apologise sincerely for the absolutely terrible music that we have on the stream.
Just want
It's the worst music.
Put that in front immediately.
We need to get that music out.
It's just
get some more music.
It's a social experiment, let's just say.
Yes. We had a playlist made. Some of it's good.
I want to see how many people would leave the stream. That's the how bad does it have to be for everyone to evacuate?
In the meantime, we have 2 giveaways to do: Cobblestone case and USPS Orion case. Producer Reese, what are we going to do first, and who has won? Up to you.
The winner of the Cobble case is Insomnia.
Insomnia. You even get the bell ring. So let's have a look at what Insomnia has won. Probably going to be crap. Oh, look at that. As if by magic. Let's have a look then and see. You see, like, I literally have no faith whatsoever that it's ever going to be good. I'm just going to sit here like, you get some... Congratulations, dude, you've got some crap. You know what? Can we draw another winner?
Oh, it's Cutler.
For another Cobblestone case, because I'm on tilt. So, before we open it, producer Reese shall select a victor. I say a victor, Dan, but really, you kind of lose when you win with these cases.
I thought that
The winner is Korean Godric.
Korean Godric.
Congratulations.
That's quite the name. Is it like Godric from True Blood, maybe?
Well, oh, is that a show?
Yeah,
that's a show, isn't it?
Vampire show, yeah. Went on for too long, of course. You know. Okay, let's see what junk you've won.
Is it like Twilight or what
Junk
is it
in
like?
the trunk. No, it's not like Twilight. It's good. It's a good. It was a good show. Turned into a bad one.
Sniper.
Okay, you won some crap as well. Congratulations. So perhaps producer Reese can tell us who has won the StatTrak USPS Orion, which will be the 3rd and final giveaway of tonight.
The final giveaway of the night was won by Chandler83.
Chandler83, Chandler Bing. Congratulations to you. So we are into the pistol. Dust 2, Luminosity 1-0 up. Somebody tweeted me and said to me, why did Luminosity allow Dust 2 and it's their insta ban? Well, it seems that they would have thought that they'll have a better chance on Dust 2 than on Cash versus CLG specifically, which I think is quite reasonable. They've been playing some Dust 2 recently as well. Not taking it too seriously necessarily, I don't know. But we'll see how they do on this one. CLG to take the A bomb site for free. Seems that Luminosity are going for a bit of a retake here. There is a flank coming in from FugLy. Let's see how many players he can make FugLy in this round.
Yeah. Already a plant from the stand-in, James. He's already got an MVP star.
Little man is in there.
He's got a star. Little sheriff badge for him, and all the heads being popped there, but going both ways until just one man remains. Cold himself. He is now, as well as Cold, he is buried in the ground. So it's
buried.
CLG with the first round. They will start off with a good economy. How much will Luminosity invest here? I believe, which team was it that we saw getting the scout? Was it Luminosity?
What do you mean getting the scout? What does that mean?
On these save rounds, they would get, like,
Fallen, yeah, he was going nuts.
They're like dropping the scout to Fallen or something like that.
He was going bananas with the scout on this round.
So yeah, they had a lot of setups. It would seem like specific for Fallen to abuse the scout.
Oh, he had a nice setup over towards B. I forget where he was playing on B, but he had somebody close playing P250.
Yeah.
So I think the idea was to tag them, well, tag and frag, basically.
Well, speaking of tag and frag, we've got a wall bang there through the doors from Cutler, straight in the face of Fallen. So Fallen's scout shenanigans will be a non-issue, or issue. I'm going to start saying issue to sound fancy, James.
Oh, look at you with your issue.
Look at my issues. So yeah, this not looking too good here. A retake in this kind of situation is... There's still a couple players here for the T side who can catch rotations. That's quite dangerous as well for Luminosity. Now, will they be able to get any extra kills here or even save some of these weapons into the next round? It's looking unlikely on both counts at this point. Just a bit of annoying tagging there for Tacio behind the door. Cole finding himself in a forward position, but has hit the Quans, and he will get none. He's now dead, James. They are all incredibly dead.
They are indeed. So who do you fancy for this map?
Luminosity.
Really?
Well, there's a stand-in on CLG, James.
That is true. The little man is here.
But just generally, how can it not be Luminosity? I feel like there's no maps where I'm going to say that CLG should be favored against Luminosity. I feel like Luminosity's map pool is deep enough, and generally they can always do it, James.
I thought your foot was a cat there for some.
My foot was a cat. You do definitely need to see. You're hallucinating, James.
Well, Fallen's got one edge on Tarik, looking through the doors to see what else he can find. There will be a smoke down. Are they willing to push straight through? You can see Lil Man's got the angle, although it's a bit of mayhem here. I mean, there's 2 people for the T's facing the tunnel, but Lil Man's facing it as well, despite having the angle for Fallen's position. Fallen is just jumping. He is harassing Dan. He is like those cold calls that will not stop.
Absolutely, and looks like they're going to actually run off with these weapons. Burying him into the next round, perhaps. I don't actually know how much money there is on Fallen. Maybe if we get like a bit of a some downtime. Okay, so he's got 2K right now, so that has Fallen. So he's going to be able to buy, but he won't have an AWP unless somebody. I don't know if anyone will actually have enough money to buy the ult for him. You need 4750 for that. Oh, then one player does have it, but then Taco would have to be left with nothing. So they're just going to get rifles, I guess. No AWP here today for Fallen. And this will be a problem because the moment where JDM picks up an AWP, he could decide to get it now. The moment he gets an AWP, that is when there are problems. And he's going to be able to afford that on the next round, no matter what. So I would be slightly worried here if I was Luminosity. But let's see if they can make some magic happen.
Oh, the nade! Oh! Is that 50 damage done?
A little bit. I feel like that reaction was a little bit too excited, James.
I was expecting more, Dan.
I know. I could tell.
I felt the pain. I wanted it. I was ready for it. I was braced, Dan. I was braced.
You disgust me.
I was braced. Well, the T's are pushing through, but you see the boost is in CT. I wonder if there are still 2 plays in CT. coldzera requires no help. Well, I'll say that he's going to get traded immediately. Tarik is not going to make it to the window, cut down like somebody being hunted by a pack of dogs. Man advantage for the CTs at the moment. The bomb moving into the B bomb site now. The CTs are outside. 2 flashbangs and a decoy into Taco. That will be their inventory in terms of nades as they go for this retake. Nobody in the tunnel, but there is Lil Man playing super deep towards T-spawn, which means there's 1 T on the site. Can the CTs push fast enough to capitalize on this? Lil Man is in the site now as the T's start to move in. There's a bit of a smoke deep into the site. Lil Man is man no more. Leaving FugLy alone versus 3. Takes 1 down, goes for the deagle, can't get it out fast enough. The round is over. Luminosity make their way onto the scoreboard with a bit of a loop-de-loop round double stack.
Yeah, pretty nice save of the round there from Luminosity to pick up their first in the 4th round of the first half here. And that's going to be really, really good news because, as I said, the money was really starting to build. You can see it right now. They're going to be digging deep past CLG into their reserves. Now, Fallen's on a scout. There's still no AWP here for Luminosity. They do have 2 AKs, which they did pick up, obviously. Not fashioning them themselves, and JDM will go for the peek. Boom, in with the flick. Too easy for JDM. He does take a lot of damage in the process. You can see the pre-nades coming in there. He is tagged down to 11. So I believe that they will feel that it's more than worth it getting the pick, and they're going to go for the fast push in mid as the B upper dark push comes in from the CTs. This is actually a really good response to hold dark if you feel like you can't hold the site. And there was actually no push coming in from upper dark, although they're actually wrapping around the bomb. So this could be a very key engagement if they're actually going to run into these CTs. You can see that they're actually wondering what the hell's going on at this point. Where are the CT players? Taco reveals himself, gets the bomb down in upper dark. There is now a massive opportunity here to be capitalized upon for the Luminosity side, but all that's left is FNX. And he's dead.
Taken down by Tarik. So the Luminosity side win 1 round and they get reset. Now their money absolutely sucks. So CLG have a great opportunity to put in a monster T-half early on in this second map of this best of 3. So we'll see a few pistols coming out for the CT side, but again, the money sucks, the weaponry sucks, life generally sucks. AWP onto JDM, but nobody found just yet. No armor on any of these CT players. What is the play? Fast play from FNX. We'll get a kill onto Cutler. And he is not going to rest on that. They're looking for more. They're searching for more. They are hungry for more. Hungry for weapons. Hungry for cash. They're bloodthirsty, Dan.
Why, James?
Because they want blood and they're thirsty.
That's not really an explanation. That's just you repeating what you said.
Well,
I require explanations.
You'll have to accept it, Dan, because that's all you're getting on this occasion.
Guess I'm going to have to work through this going to take some time, but I will come to accept this lack of information. Luminosity are not really in the best place, that is for sure. They've got a UMP and a CZ. Those are their best hopes. Oh, actually, okay, they've got a... Okay, yeah, that's it. That is basically an P2K. But it was a PT50. What is this, James? What are these weird noises? What are these noises?
It did 79 damage, Dan. I think it was a worthy nade this time.
Okay, all right. Well, here we go. We've got the push in from the T's, and they'll meet Fallen, and they will plant him in the ground. But he will not grow. And it looks like first going to come in from the back there, taking down the bomber. And the off angle from FNX is absolutely savage. There you can see him trying to transfer the spray as he runs in anticipation for FugLy's position as he gains ground there. But still, it will be a 2 versus 1 here. Luminosity at favor. Luminosity will close, and they win at the most unlikely of rounds in that they had only a UMP and a CZ, James. Apparently, sometimes that is more than enough on Dust 2. Apparently.
So
what?
So Luminosity gets another round, and now CLG's money has been fully wrecked, completely wrecked, all the way wrecked. They're going for the Force, 2 AKs, Scouts, and a double Tech 9. How will they put these things to use? We've got another short push coming in for the CTs, and JDM is on suicide, but he's nowhere near close enough to do something about this push. FNX gets spotted towards suicide, short by the plays in lower tunnel. Going back to the well many times, but not getting any lethal connections there. Lil Man has been shortened yet more by some tagging there, down to 34 HP. I
mean, it's kind of interesting. We just saw Luminosity trying to actually push past the smoke on the upper dark area. And that's kind of crazy. We can talk about that in a moment here. We get more engagements as the T side try to engage on Catwalk, but they can't push the position successfully. Defended well by FNX, picking up a 3K there. And the bomb and on Cutler and the supporting Tech 9 player in FugLy are all that's left at the CLG lineup. And the remainder is fast being removed. They're being balanced out like a wonky equation. But it actually seems to be that FugLy is able to keep himself alive in this situation. But for how long? He's got 10 HP. For how long will this go on, James? His death is surely inevitable. Why would he choose to prolong his suffering?
All our deaths are inevitable, Dan.
Whoa, okay.
Unless you...
why do you have to just take the mood down like that?
Cryogenic...
Stasis.
Yeah, that stuff, yeah. But then you're dead anyway. I mean, you're just lying to yourself.
How are you dead anyway?
You're dead, man. Because we're not freaking squirrels, are we? We're not little, like...
No, but they freeze
we're not insects.
They slow all your body's processes down to the nth degree.
No, you're dead. You're just dead and lying to yourself.
But if you wake up at some point, if there's no apocalypse in the meantime during your cryo sleep, then you'll be back and up in a jiffy.
If I'm not mistaken, right, there are these places where rich idiots can spend loads of money, right, and be like, yeah, I'm going to be frozen, and then wake me up when you know how to make me live forever.
No,
right?
well, it's okay. Well, usually it's cure my disease.
The technology,
which is they have no cure for at the moment. That's the common one, right?
No. I don't believe anyone's getting frozen for that. You're dead. You're dead.
They're just like, just freeze me, just in case you can place my consciousness inside of a robot. If that technology ever sees light of day, I would like to do
the thing is, right, the thing is, if I'm not mistaken, the technology does not yet exist to even bring these plebs out of out of this frozen nonsense state. They can't even do it because they'll just still be dead.
Well, from what you tell me, you compared to them, you're probably the pleb versus their mighty estate for them to be able to afford these cryo experiments, James. Although I would sign up to have my consciousness placed inside of a robot. I would do that, like an android. That'd be so cool.
I would kill the robot immediately, Dan.
Why would you do that?
Because nobody deserves to be subjected to that forever. It should definitely have an end date. Yours and mine both, Dan.
Just download my consciousness straight into that.
What if we put your consciousness and my consciousness into a robot together?
I know why.
Molded together.
I really don't want that, to be honest. I would just
what kind of robot would it be?
I would just
what kind of robot would it be? If we put it into the internet, right?
Why? What would happen? So we'd be this rampant AI. It'd hardly be the intelligent part if you were.
We'd probably fire the nukes, to be honest.
Fire the nukes.
Yeah.
Destroy the human race. Then there's no fun.
Maybe not nukes, because I don't want all that radioactive nonsense around you.
But you're not human. There's nothing to be. You can't be affected by it.
Yeah, but I've got to look after the trees and the animals.
But what is this? Are you going to be okay? None of these arguments make any sense.
Maybe we don't.
I don't engage.
Maybe we don't fire the missiles, Dan. Maybe you don't fire the missiles. Don't you want to fire the missiles?
No.
Don't you want to fire some missiles?
Well, missiles will be fired by someone at some point. That's historically that is probably happening at some point.
The thing is, if you fire a missile, it has to land somewhere. So
Well,
where do you fire it?
You can fire it into space, James. They could land on some asteroid. So it's just a save here for CLG, and that's all I have to say.
I think this joint consciousness thing is a bad idea.
It's a horrendous idea. I really wish you'd never said that, honestly, because just conjuring that thought has caused me quite some distress.
Great emotional pain and distress.
And I would prefer to be in a state of non-distress right now. Please cease and desist. We have a 4-4 score. A 4-4 score.
4-4.
And between the doors, JDM is going to find himself absolutely nothing but thin air.
Dust.
And dust.
Not dust Murray, just dust.
Is it Dust Murray or Dust Murray?
I don't know. These American rights are probably Moret, but it looks like a Murray. Does that mean he's partly French?
There might be some of his lineage perhaps could be
Along
traced back to that Frax.
He's about as French as the cheese toasty, Dan, from the looks of it.
Well, here we go. We've got the take of Catwalk from the CLG side. And with two long defenders still on long, and having given Catwalk up like this, if they just hold him too long, should there be an A-split attempt? That's actually, again, as we saw in the previous Dust 2 today, in the first with C9, it's a pretty effective way to deal with this. But actually, they're just going to rely on their defenders on the bomb site, and in fact, it's going to be a cat drop, so just throwing in the obscurity there, the expectation towards the A play, but in reality, it is the mid play. The mid split is currently underway, and we've got all the Ts in a torrent rushing into the B bomb site, and it is going quite well, I should say, because right now, James, there's 5 Ts and 1 CT, and that means it's going well, and they're probably going to win the round, James, I think. I've watched this game for a long time, and I think that's the likely outcome.
Unless it goes for a ninja defuse. We've seen it before on Dust 2, remember?
It was only against Liquid, though.
That's going to be legit.
Only against Liquid, 1 versus 5, ninja defuse.
On Dust 2, A
On
sites,
Dust 2,
where
A
there's
site.
literally nowhere to hide.
That might be one of the most silly things I've ever seen. Right next to the 5-7 ace through the smoke whilst blind earlier today. that was just ridiculously mind-blowing. I really wish I hadn't seen that.
I want to see if I can find that now.
It's probably on Reddit.
I need to rewatch it.
There was already 3 or 4 clips from the EU, I think. The EU portion of ECS today on Reddit.
No, I mean the old 1v5 on Dust 2.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Okay, well, this round, whilst you mess around and meander the internets on your phone, it's double AWP here, JDM and Tarik for CLG, and an aggressive setup into Catwalk here for Luminosity. Previously, they played 2 on long, this time mixing it up immediately, and CLG will actually be able to capitalize because they're able to take away long for free, which is really nice. That gamble, in some senses, hasn't paid off for Luminosity because not only do they take that bit of map control for free, in them having it for free, they understand that Luminosity are playing Catwalk. So they know that there has to be 1 or 2 people on Catwalk. They know that because that's the only condition in which they can take long for free like this. So how do Luminosity play this? Because they must be aware of the presence of CLG on long at the moment. We've got Fallen looking for the peak there towards long to see if he can find one of these players who must be pushing him. He knows that someone must be here. Some very important shots to be made here by Fallen, and in go the smokes. This will make life really hard. Fallen's going to have close range engagements, multiple players coming at him. There's the first flick. That's really strong from Fallen. There's still more players to deal with, though, and FNX is definitely alleviating some of the pressure off of Fallen right now in this close range scenario. Just look at this, peering over the box, trying to find what he can, but they're not peeking just yet, but eventually they'll come in. But the wall bang from Cutler is going to do the job, and now it is a retake, 3 versus 3.
That's a bad plant, though. That bomb is not defendable from long, so Cutler has to go huge for his team now. Where are these CTs coming from? Taco will have difficulty because he's dead. So Cold is in mid. Good thing is, I think Luminosity had a player over towards short there, but the loss of that should mean the loss of the round. coldzera going for the peak again, but really he needs to run and salvage what little he has for his team. 4-5, score soon to be 4-6 in favor of CLG. Looking good so far against Luminosity, whose money won't be good, won't be great, won't be spectacular, won't be stellar, won't be fashionable. So the money is indeed lacking. Their second loss in a row now, Luminosity.
The tea I'm drinking is lacking, James. It is quite frankly appalling.
The tea here is terrible, isn't it? It's tasteless.
It's amongst the worst tea I've ever consumed.
It tastes of brown.
We've been through this. You can't assign a taste a color.
I can do whatever I want
how it works.
when it is 4 o'clock in the morning.
All right. I still will not accept this. We'll have to agree to disagree on this point.
Fallen with savage aggression, sees the foot, but does not connect with the foot.
It's a gorgeous foot it was. I've seen many a foot in my time on this planet, James.
You're a footman? That's kind of scary, I guess.
What are you talking about? Well then, there's double AWP. This is quite a weird setup, isn't it, from Luminosity? Quite a fun one too. 2 AWPs and a bunch of pistols to work with. They have the Kevlars as well, and there are 2 kits to work with too. So this actually isn't too bad at all, especially considering that if the sniper rifles are in the right place, James, just add those Ps in there where they don't belong. The Ps don't belong there, but I'm putting them there anyway. If they are in the right place at the right time, then it will be quite annoying for CLG, but I like this. They're going to entry into the double doors, make sure there's no one close at the very least, get some info, get the peek, Fallen's there, and that's just before the smoke goes down as well, which is brilliant there for Luminosity. But can they capitalize? They have a man in upper dark right now, so Luminosity look to be all over this. If Taco can connect these shots, and they might be quite difficult here. Oh, there it is. Woo! The money shot straight to the jaw, and that's going to be another man advantage. 2 in favor of Luminosity as they are 5 versus 3, and they force the play into Cat, into the arms of Fallen and his AWP. The sniper is there. The first flick is found. FNX on the back as well, and nothing is working for the CLG side. Completely wrecked by Luminosity. Good round from them with just 3 pistols. I say just 3 pistols and an AWP, but they picked up 2 assists there. Quadruple AWP. Yes.
Dan, I am taking a picture of this on our giant screen behind us because 4 AWPs on 1 map.
And an MP9 for Fernando,
and of course an MP9. There is glory in this, what do you call it? It's not technically a buy.
Oh, we're going to face JDM. Oh. I wanted to see the triple face of AWPs against JDM. That would have been glorious. I could have left the building immediately. So it's just as well that it didn't happen. It would have been the highlights. Would not have been fun. Okay, well, let's see if everyone on Luminosity can handle the AWP as well as Cold and Fallen 10-2. We will see JDM looking for the pick there, up catwalk. Oh, he finds the shot immediately. Fallen is a distant memory. Soon to be not a distant memory as you do respawn in this game. Bomb will be planted. So the quadruple AWP, James, seems to be failing quite significantly. Cannot say the same for the MP9 though. In comes the CZ switch from Fur. Boom, there it is. Can switch for the AWP and run away and save it. And probably give it to Fallen in the following round. Or maybe get a frag. But Tarik's on the angle, James. He senses. He's got a sense. He's generating a clue, James. He's got a clue. But now the clue has gone cold.
Well, it seems 4 AWPs a successful round will not make, and only 1 will remain on to first. So CLG win another round, but you know, not running away with the half just yet. Terrorists do indeed win for now. So the CTs, they get reset on their loss bonus, as you can see. They won a round, lost a round, but they will buy once more. The AWP going to Fallen. FNX down to the Mag 7. Everybody has Kevlar helmet, which is good for the CT side, and a reasonable amount of nades. So the dirt will allow the CTs to just about cross. I thought they'd get tagged actually there, but
the poor man's smoke grenade, James.
Indeed.
An HE grenade into the dusty dust of dust too. It is the dustiest of dust that I've ever seen. A Mag 7 on FNX and an MP9 on Fur. a jumble sale buy is what it looks like, but we know that Luminosity, they thrive on such buys. They are the
What do they
master.
call jumbo sale buys in America? Just car boot sale, I guess.
Well, a car boot sale is probably
English as well.
like a yard sale or something, right?
A yard sale?
I don't know.
A yard sale?
Yard sale. Yard.
Why are you saying that?
Because I'm saying it like an American would.
Okay.
Yard.
3 out of 10.
Sort of sound like a pirate though. Yard.
You sound like
A pirate.
you're from the north of England.
I'm glad that's not the case, James.
We've got Cold playing the goose position. Ooh, FNX. I do love a jumping Mag 7. HG's coming in.
That was what? You need to just leave.
Little man down to
I'll just
9
cast
HP
the rest.
then.
I don't care. These noises need to stop. So here we go. The peek comes in. The push comes in into the middle area to try to get some information. And I wish that was an HE. That would have deserved some strange noises. But what was that? That was almost long range.
Yeah, 9 HP.
Yeah, but still, the bullets disappear on some of these shotguns way before that range. But it looks like the mags persist onto what could be mid to long range there. But just one player left here for CLG, and the bomb is trying to go down. But there is the fast kill. So that's nice there for the economy to get the bomb down. It's always good to get some extra monies. Oh, look, he's 7, 3, 5, 5, 6. That was a tough one, awkward one. 0, 8. Okay, there you go. I think I saw someone with a tattoo of those numbers or something.
I've seen some weird tattoos there.
That's an interesting tattoo.
On the internet.
I bet people have that as their password. I'm telling you right now, there are some Counter-Strike nerds which have that as their password. Probably their last pass password as well. So if someone gets it, they're screwed. The last pass password. Okay, here we go. Flashes over for the long take. CLG looking like they're not able to accomplish all that much. Falling gets the initial frag, but lots of damage done, and initially the kill will be found back onto a player here. Fer goes down. The Tech Knight's getting close. That's very scary indeed. Awkward, but finally, Cutler gets a second. And Cutler also, he took falling down to 15 HP. So Luminosity, James, they are having a hard time of it right now. It's not looking good for them.
Yeah, Savage Aggression coming in on Dust 2, but it's a map where it can be easily punished if timed incorrectly. Cold trying to do what he can, just trying to no-scope spam Tarik there, who makes his way through to mid, again looking to punish. Seems that CLG are just waiting for the Luminosity players to serve themselves up at the moment. So JDM creeping in with the bomb into the B-bomb site, which they will find eventually is empty. Fallen has a flash. Other than that, there are no nades here for the CT side. And they have no idea where CLG are going. It seems that Tarik is positioning himself for a cat's drop to come in for the flank here. He will hear the scopes, but his shadow will expose his position, and Fallen will be ready for it. Again, if you are going to jump into cat, better you don't do it from that corner because your shadow is shown to CT spawn. Cold alone now versus 2, coming in to try to shoot JDM through the box there. Needs to be quick because he knows how dangerous JDM can be. And indeed, coldzera will make his exit. Just again, a quick tip there. If you're coming up short, you know somebody's in CT. If you jump on a close corner from mid to shorts, your shadow will be exposed on the floor below you, and you may be punished for it, as we just witnessed. So, long story short, know your shadows. Cutler shot in the foot. That foot you like so much, Dan. You should tweet him.
Why would I do that, James?
Maybe an arrangement can be met. I don't know.
What kind of arrangement?
I don't know. I don't know.
You seem to know a lot of things, though, James. But when I press you, you claim ignorance. I think you're hiding something. I think you're hiding a lot of things. Anyway, it's like we'll have the double ops continuing for his CLG, and it has so far, been working out for them. And we've seen a lot of setups from Luminosity. They've had a lot of strange buys, and this is another one: a scout and 3 pistols and an AWP. So let's see what they can pull out of the bag with this one. A kit on coldzera as well. So they do have a few nades too, so they have stuff to work with here. And they are actually going to get ahead of a couple players, a couple T-sits towards the cat area. But FugLy will take down Taco in the upper dark. This may encourage CLG, who are still not committed to a play, may encourage them to go towards the B-bomb side, especially as they I think, probably heard or seen some people towards A, but there's a frag from Lil Man. Lil Man definitely holding his own so far in this Dust 2 match. There's the second frag, just spraying him down. There goes Fur, doing hazed proud.
Move over, hazed. The Lil Man is here. And he's doing big man tings.
Big man things.
Oh, bosh.
Four of Lil Man's 7 kills, producer Reese tells me, have been made in this round.
Producer Reese is Rain Man today. He's coming out of all the stats.
Yeah, he usually does that. He always does that. You just don't listen. Your mind is not open to him in the way that mine is, James.
Well, okay then. Guess we can lump that with your, your admiration of Cutler's feats.
Why are you trying to make this a thing? You're definitely trying to make this a thing, and I resent you for it. It's only day 1 of these 4 best 3s, and already you're.
I'm merely making observations, Dan.
Yeah, the same ones repeatedly. Just really trying to drive those observations in, aren't you? Why don't you just make a website about it, James? Cutler's feet.
Well, no, I mean
that's .com.
That'd be your website, not mine.
Cutlersfeet.com. Let's go.
You say let's go, but it's all you, baby.
Well, they used to do.
So in the previous match, if I'm not mistaken, we saw 2 diffuse kits on the CT side on Dust 2, and now we see 0 full Kevlar for the CTs, which is what I like to see. We've got flames coming in, but Lil Man, is he up for the challenge? No, he's going to get shut down. He will be made even smaller. All these CTs getting shot in the head at the moment. FugLy gets one back onto FNX, but just he and Cutler remain. There goes Fallen as well. 3 versus 2. This becomes doable for the CT side. Numbers evened up for a brief second, but now it's Cutler alone. Moving his feet towards the B-bomb side.
All right, well, here he goes. Here goes nothing. The bomb's ticking away, and again, no kit. So he's basically screwed at this point. And there you go. Taco is going to finalize things with a Glock, and that's the 7-9. So CLG not starting with a good economy, which means that both teams will win a pistol round on this second map. And if you are just joining us, hello.
If you are just joining
us, and welcome
us,
to the stream.
Never fear, Lil Man is here.
Yeah, we've got a stand in for Hazed on CLG, who joined at the end of Overpass, an Overpass which was won by Luminosity. So this is the map to stay in it for CLG, but they now find themselves in economic hardship. But Lil Man is getting himself in there right now. He's going straight up catwalk. And he actually picks up a kill there, just gets it straight away onto FNX. But Cold will not let him live. He will punish him where there is a crime. There is punishment, at least on Dust 2. Luminosity will be the judge and the jury.
Ooh, Mac 10's drive-by is real. For the Popo. Here comes the Popo in Tarik, but Tarik is the only Popo left. And he is outnumbered by the Mandem. We'll take him down with a scout. So Luminosity closing in on the score of CLG. Not really clear where this map might go just yet. Luminosity enjoying the freedom of the T side now. We'll see how far it can take them. CLG will continue on the eco in this round. You can see JDM with 31k in the bank. He will be looking for that AWP. With 31k, I do wonder if he will have, I think he'll have the helmet. 54, 5500 he'll have.
Ouch.
Next round.
The dinks. Well, 3 frags have been made here by the CTs. That is a little bit scary, but they have to retake. And just they just have stock pistols. They don't have anything. I'm surprised that they've had such a degree of success in this round so far, because yeah, there's nothing to really speak of in their favor.
Yeah, Tarik got a 2k before falling to, dying to natural causes.
Natural causes.
Fell in a bucket of turpentine.
Yeah, I was just about to say, they fell in the turpentine. Died of natural causes. Can we tell that story? We should tell that story. But we can leave out, the names of who is involved, just to tell the story, because it's amusing.
Why not?
It is amusing. Are you going to do it, or shall I?
You can be my guest.
So we had a story where... I can't do it, James. You got to do it.
It's a buy round to save it for an eco.
Okay, well, we'll save it for an eco. The story is interesting.
9-9 is the score between these two teams, Luminosity and the Fortnite.
Off for long enough, the flank will finish them off. He doesn't, okay, I was supposed to say he doesn't have any health, but it looks like they're going to look his way.
Oh, Tarik's going to get absolutely ripped from the planet. Little man holding things down. The little man's going big, he's getting huge, and now he's dead. But he's done the damage, and he's allowed the CTs a bit of time to rotate. Ferg going for the peak, but JDM's still alive. JDM gets the frag. JDM gets the man advantage for his side. Cold coming in with ruthless aggression, but he needs to get back to the site now. Only 20 HP left on him.
Yeah, this is a pretty tough one. Cole's coming in the back with the AK as well, so if Fallen can hold them off for long enough, the flank will finish them off. He doesn't, okay, I was supposed to say he doesn't have any health, but it looks like they're going to look his way. JDM does take some damage from the AK, but doesn't go down. So now Fallen has to deal with two players. No nades, just the AWP. The flick is good though. Second player oncoming. Fallen with the pistol is out, but it's not going to be enough to deal the damage to get the frag. But is this going to happen? There's no kit, so no defuse for FugLy. Sad times there for CLG as they lose a round despite killing all 5 players, and that is some small consolation in the effect that it will have on the economy of their opposition. However, it is not a round, and I'm sure that they prefer rounds. I prefer rounds, personally. I don't know about you, James.
Rounds are good then.
I like
it's all about the rounds.
Rounds.
There's no I in team, and there's no Y in sausages, and I like rounds to end. So we have the AWP onto JDM, and that's all really that the CTs have to offer. That said, Tarik did get a 2K with a pistol in previous rounds. Can he do the same? Can his team do similar? They will need to. Fallen, they will punish Cutler for his savage run through towards the long doors. He will be the first sacrifice there.
The tease. FugLy teasing there. Or somebody teasing, I don't know. I think it was FugLy. But anyway, yeah, it was indeed Mr. FugLy. But here we go, Luminosity moving forward, onwards. Push into the B1 side, but Lil Man's dead. And so I'll say, Lil Man's there with the, yeah, he's dead. And that will be that for the initial defense. However, JDM lurking, peering over the top there through the window. I think he decided just the right moment when to leave that window area, as it is now exploding and on fire and exploding on fire. So Fallen might actually just catch the save attempt. Boom, there it is. The flick is real. And JDM, he has nowhere to go. He has nowhere to go. Fallen behind him. The rest of Fallen's teammates coming for him up mid as well. It is a sad time for JDM, and he will get traded. And that is a really nice situation for Luminosity, losing just a single player to JDM to make the kill. And as you can see, the money is starting to be depleted here for the CLG side. Where are they going to get that extra cash, James? Where?
So Dust 2 has historically been a veto map for Luminosity, but they're choosing to play it. And again, people think, oh, you know, they vetoed this map. Why are they playing this map? You can't, well, unless you're Na'Vi, you can't. Well, in fairness, Na'Vi have a 6-map pool, basically. Unless you have a 6-map pool, you can't just veto maps forever. At some point, you're going to have to learn them. And indeed, it seems Luminosity have made a decision to do that. So perhaps Cash, like Na'Vi, will be their go-to veto. And they develop themselves into a 6-map team. They have the lead over CLG at the moment. We have 4 AWPs on the map. We are going to see some pick play coming in, but whose favor will it go into? Cold is, I believe, going for a CT spawn smoke. Indeed he is. Very nicely bouncing down as well. So the cat drop comes in with the flashbang, but who's it going to go to? Lil Man gets taken down now in a trade, going from the B-bomb site to the A-bomb site. Things changing here for CLG, trying to do what they can. One getting planted, Tarik getting wrecked.
Yeah, Tarik wanted to get the wallbang. He knew where Fallen was planting. He wanted to wallbang him, but obviously there is cover for Fallen. Fallen has comrades who decide to help him, but there is a tag as well through the box. And that is going to be very tough here for Cutler. 1 against 3. He gets the quick pop though and swaps out for the AWP. So he's trying to make this work. He has a kit and some flashbangs, but is he just going to hold? He's going for the hold right now, the manly hold. But Luminosity, they know how to count from 1 to 5, James, so they understand when they should peek, which is after 3 seconds usually. Give yourself a chance to kill that guy.
Nice.
And or at least check after 3 seconds. And 12-9 will be the scoreline. So Luminosity is starting to take more control of this one, and they did suffer some losses, but none so great as CLG, who are relegated to pistols with no Kevlar, James. This is going to be a little bit awful for them in these firefights. But they have decided to try to stack towards the B site with 3 players, 1 aggressive on Catwalk, who is about to meet his maker, perhaps. If he decides to peek, he is likely going to be dead. But instead, he's holding a passive, well, he's holding a defensive angle, at least away from top mid. One take coming in from Luminosity as they start to play that anti-eco, and the long take is one of the best ones. And look at this, Fur was waiting, and he gets some eco frags, James. I like eco frags. They are good frags to have. Because they're easy, James. They're satisfying. Shooting a player with a rifle when he has no armor in this game is
glorious.
It's nice.
You can feel the punctures there.
Well, wouldn't go quite so far as that, but okay.
4-round lead for Luminosity as CLG tries to slow them down. Double AWPs again for the CT side, just a 1 at the moment for the Brazilians. And the money, of course, is still wearing a bit thin on the CT side. Should they win this round, it will be another buy coming out for the Brazilians.
I love this smoke. Even I know that smoke. Well, I think I did. And I failed it 5 times yesterday in a row. 6 times the charm, though. They don't tell you that.
So you know how to throw it badly, Dan.
Absolutely.
At least there's that.
I took 2 months away. I've got all my smoke. But here we go. The push comes in. Just like the spray is looking pretty bad for the Luminosity side. Initially, leaving just Fallen, the in-game leader, the grandfather, the father, the whatever you want to call him, of Brazilian Counter-Strike.
He's the Splinter, Dan. He's Splinter like some Ninja Turtles.
So, okay, well, let's see how that works out for him.
Chasing through the flames.
Impervious to the flames.
Close. Ooh, ooh, almost lining up for him. And Cutler is sacrificed there.
That's
the blind god.
He can do this. He can absolutely do this as well from this point, especially considering how low JDM is. He's got the tech line out. There's the frag as well. And the problem is the bomb, though. The bomb is down in the B bomb side. So how does Fallen interpret this? Will there be a peek from Tarik? It is Tarik after all. Tarik does like to get himself the peeks in there, but he will be denied there. You can see Tarik playing a very defensive jump peek. Oh, wow, that was fast. Fallen, that was so damn quick. He knew, James. In his mind's eye, he knew that was the only angle to peek, but he was super fast.
That is some disgusting, like, what is that?
That's basically a pre-fire.
Fallen, how good is this man?
Basically a pre-fire, but that was a 1 versus 3, James.
That's crazy. That's like one of the nuttiest shots I've seen him do. All things considered, his HP.
He's done some nutty shots.
That is, I need to recover from that. As this long push comes in, people are blind. Cutler is alive. Cutler is no longer alive. There are 2 people left for CLG. They're running out of time, personnel, money, rounds, everything.
Will to live, James.
Even Lil Man's going down.
They've run out of purpose. They're fresh out of purpose.
They will be the bread in the Holy Communion there. The blood of CLG. Amen.
What do you say after that last round? That was a clutch and a half. Dust 2 is one of the maps where you can make a lot of clutches actually against a lot of players due to the fact that it's so open. You can create a lot of situations for yourself. But Tarik looks like he's creating something, but his creation has been put to a halt. Like a kid with plasticine, James. It's time to put the plasticine away. The teacher has come in, and it's 15-9. Let's see if CLG can mount anything from this position. They have a jumble cell by. The guns are spilled off the back of the truck. Truck is overturned. They've scavenged. They've pilfered. This is what they have. Here we go. We got P90 onto FugLy, which is always interesting to see. So Luminosity, can they close it? 16-9. They have a degree of momentum. They have all the weaponry advantages. They have superior utility.
Corner smoke, it looks like, from Mr. coldzera. There could be a wall of smokes, actually. Indeed, it is. The wall of smokes isolates a player, but the player is close. Cutler has put a smoke down in response, so this A long take, this A split will be somewhat delayed, and Cutler could do significant damage here. There we go, playing close. Tacio will get taken down. The AK's picked up, but not fast enough. coldzera to trade.
Absolutely. It's looking quite interesting right now for Luminosity. They have a man up catwalk already in FNX and first on the site. So this is going to be a ridiculously tough retake for CLG. Not to mention the fact that they don't really have the weaponry anyway. But let's see if perhaps Lil Man, the stand-in, and Tarik can pull something off.
UMP and an M4 versus 4. Everyone's playing Goose, but peeking early, getting taken down. So, Lil Man just taken down in the corner. And Tarik is running out of bullets. He's got 2 bullets left, going down to the pistol now, but he's got the 1 versus 1. He's only got 22 HP though, and Fallen has many advantages. How far will Fallen run? Tarik's throwing all his weapons, got his AK up. He doesn't have a kit either. 10-second defuse. He is
smart, so smart.
Has he got time? I don't think he's got time.
That was really smart though. Tarik goes for the wide peek. That's super smart because he knows that Fallen just wants to fire the shot and then jump away. And so Tarik, a really smart play to get the kill. If he had a kit there, he wins the round. Like he clutches the round there. That would have been really sick. But instead it is the 16-9 and Tarik will not get it done for his team as he has no kit. And Luminosity, as expected, will win. But you do have to give a degree of credit to the fact that CLG had to stand in. Hazed had to leave for some reason, and Lil Man had to step in. And from what I understand, he's not a professional player. He's clearly, I mean, if he's playing in FPL, he's obviously a good player. But perhaps he's like the pleasant, fanatic.
He's not a member of the team, so ultimately.
And you're playing Luminosity, so he kind of would like that not to be the case.
Absolutely. So Luminosity continues to play Dust 2, and they are only going to develop while playing that map, which means they are strengthening their map pool as they go along. I believe they've only lost 1 map in ECS League so far, which was a shock loss to TSM on Cobblestone.
Yes, we casted that.
Yeah, so they are super strong at the moment with that 1 super weird loss. They will play their final 2 games of the ECS League, the first inaugural league tomorrow, which will be against Optic and Liquid. Thank you, Mr. Producer Reese and Dan. So that's going to be the close of our show for today. Thank you for tuning in. We will be back tomorrow, maybe with some more Cobblestone cases, but definitely with more Luminosity games. See you then.